Happy New Year. Hope you've had a great weekend. You know, New Year's Eve has never been a big deal for us. Back when I was 5 or 6, my parents would invite some other couples and we'd get together. They'd play cards all evening, and there was a bunch of kids my age, so we'd play all night, sneak downstairs occasionally for some goodies and to kind of check and see what the grown-ups were doing. But I know we were fast asleep well before midnight on those evenings. As I got older, my family and I would go out for a nice dinner and sometimes see a movie on New Year's Eve. And that was a tradition that we carried over with our kids. We'd go out for a movie and pizza and be home well before the craziness would begin for New Year's Eve. Then when our grandkids came along, I decided it would be fun to have all of them stay with us for New Year's Eve so the parents could do whatever they wanted. And it worked really well for a couple of years. We had a lot of fun making pizza and puppy chow and watching movies. But they honestly had almost more fun the next day playing outside, especially if there was a lot of snow and they could spend a long time out there. One year they built a pretty cool snow fort under the edge of our deck, and they played out there for, it seemed like, hours, just playing around that and making it even better the whole time. And then another time when they were a little bit older, they actually made it until midnight. Never imagining that they would, I had bought a bunch of noisemakers and other things for them to mess around with during the evening. But they managed to make it, then, like I said, till midnight, and made that pretty tough for Ralph to go to bed when he had to get up and go to work the next day. This year will likely be on the quieter side, which is okay. As I've gotten older, I really look forward to seeing the turn of the calendar as an opportunity to kind of take stock of where I am with things, how the last year has gone and what I'm looking forward to, and how I want to direct my time and energy in the coming year. I recently purchased a book which contains a lot of background and supplemental information that I can't wait to dig into as a reading guide through the Bible. I also have some devotionals that I've kind of put off to the side, and I'd like to dive into those and really spend some time in them as well. But over the years, I've learned that it's not a great idea for me to make a long list to take on in the new year, because I usually fall off that wagon pretty fast. Bottom line, every day that we're given is another opportunity to come to know our God better, to love Him more fully and deeply, and continue our walk with Him. It's a journey that will never be complete this side of heaven, but I pray that I never let a day go by that I don't give praise and thanksgiving for my Savior and all that He's done with and for me. I've got a long ways to go, but this journey is the best there is. John 1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was God, with God in the beginning. Through Him all things were made. Without Him nothing was made that has been made. In Him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." God's blessings to you in this new year. Bye.